the reason I'm here today is because you were referencing something I mentioned once about psychological high performance trauma, right? People who have a certain amount of trauma when they're kids become high performers later in life. What that's really saying is that we're a little bit crazy, but we're crazy in a useful way, versus a person who has so much trauma that they end up being like PTSD.
Great at sex or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, even that's still useful crazy.
That is. Right, it is.
But I'm talking about the kind of crazy that ends
Shout
up with
out to my
somebody
20s,
shooting to people, like somebody who goes in and starts shooting up a grocery store, or somebody who ends up...
That's too much crazy. So they're trying to find the right amount of crazy.
Right.
Okay.
And and that's useful. So it used to be that they could bring in people who looked normal, right? Who looked like they blended in, and then find the ones that were useful crazy. Now they're basically advertising like, hey, we want you if
Who's gay?
Yeah.
Are they going, hey, if you're gay, you had enough trauma in your life that you might be crazy enough to be in the CIA? I mean, that's
maybe that's that might be part of their strategy. But if you see them, they are openly advertising to diverse groups.
I would assume that the world is more openly, you're more comfortable being openly gay, openly whatever. So that person will fit in better with those groups. Whereas before, in the 50s maybe, being gay was something you probably hid from.
In the 90s, man, we hid from that stuff. But then there's also, don't forget, it's a federal organization. So guess what federal organizations have to mandate? Diversity hires. So you have to have this many women. You have to have this many gay people. You have to have this many people who identify as females but are actually have male sex organs. And you have to, like, there's all these government regulations, especially in a democratically controlled executive,
right?
That whenever they dictate the requirements to CIA.
Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing for CIA? What do you think?
I think it's a horrible thing for CIA. I mean, let CIA hire what they need to hire to execute the operations they need to execute for the threat of the day, right? Because the threat of the day changes.
So fresh on me. Freedom.